This is R.D. Sharma, class 11, chapter 26, ellipse. We are looking at ellipse today. Ellipse is a conic section. We have already discussed about conic section, but we'll try to elaborate it more. As I told you earlier, ellipse or parabola or hyperbola, they all are conic sections and they are formed by having a cone cut by a plane. Different figures will be formed. Because of this cone, these figures are known as conic sections. If you remember, we have a proper equation which we can regard as a conic section equation, general equation, ax square plus 2hxy plus by square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equals 0. This is for every conic section, but because every conic section is different, I told you there is a relationship between h square and ab. So what is the relationship between h square and ab? If it is less than, then this figure is going to be an ellipse. If h square is less than ab, so it's a form of an egg. It's not circle. Circle and ellipse are same. How? Because circle is a special form, special case of an ellipse. So whenever we make an ellipse, it's not proper circle. The diameter are not equal. We cannot call it diameter basically, but if I compare it with circle, the diameters are different. If you make it like this, if this line is bigger, which is the major axis, in circle both the diameters are always same, but here the diameters are not same. The diameter is called as major axis and minor axis. If I turn it to certain angles in 90 degree, now this will become another form, and that is called vertical ellipse. Vertical ellipse, it's not diameter, please understand. It's just I'm equating it with circle. So the smaller one will be minor, bigger one will be the major. So whenever we have this major and minor axis, when they become equal, then it will become a circle. There are other things, let us try to understand them. For an ellipse, there will be two focus. When we talked about parabola earlier, it has only one focus. Ellipse has two focus, and the definition of any conic section or for an ellipse, that an ellipse is a locus of a point on a plane which moves such that its ratio from a distance from a fixed point and distance from a fixed straight line called directrix is always constant, which is always less than unity. What does it mean? It means that you have a point. We call it as focus. Then we draw a line, or there is a line which is also fixed. We call it as directrix. Now there is a point which is moving such that, or the trace of that line points such that this S is the focus, and then this point which is moving or making a figure, we point it as XY. So the distance of this PS, of this point from S, and the distance of this same point from this line, which is PM. So PS by PM, this ratio, SP or MP you can say, is equal to E. For every conic section, this is true. When this PS becomes equal to PM, that is E equals 1, then this will become a parabola. This will become a parabola when PS equals PM. But when this PS and PM, this E is less than 1. E is less than 1, then this figure will become an ellipse. So this is major axis, this is minor axis, and it's going to change depending upon the axis we choose. And wherever it touches the x-axis, in this case, horizontal ellipse, these are vertices or vertex. These 2 points on y-axis is called the co-vertex. Center will be 0, 0 in normal cases, but that will change. depending upon the situation. So what we are interested in is that we want to find out the equation of an ellipse. That is x square by a square plus y square by b square equals 1. From where it has come. So we are going to prove it. So we will use the definition only. We have a definition, that is, a point is moving, the distance from a fixed point, distance from a fixed line, the ratio should be E. And E is less than 1 in this case. So what we will do? We will take a point. Again, let's start with the scratch now. We'll take a point. So two things we need to know. I told you here also, two things if we want an expression. First thing, the distance of this point from this line, directrix, and this distance of this point from a focus. With both those distances, take the ratio, put it equal to E, that is eccentricity. E is a constant, eccentricity, and that's how we are going to go about it. So first thing is equation. As I said, again let me tell you, the equation of the ellipse is x square by a square plus y square by b square equals 1. This b square will be equal to a square 1 minus e square. You'll see it later. A and b are constant, x and y are variables. So certain concepts are there you need to understand. First was the definition. So we have a point which is fixed, which is focus. This is your focus. Then we have a point, then we have a line which is the directrix. This is also a fixed line. My handwriting and drawing are very, very good. So don't comment on that. Okay. So now this is a point. The distance of this point from this line and distance of this very point from this other point, let us call this moving point as P. Now distance of this point from this S, focus. So we have to find out the ratio. And we are calling it as E, eccentricity, which is less than 1 in this case. So how to do this? We have to do some constructions. So I am drawing a perpendicular from S to this directrix line. I call it as K. Now this SK, let me divide this internally. We will divide this line SK internally in the ratio E is to 1. Please remember, E is less than 1. It will be 1 by 2, 1 by 3 like this, 1 by 5. So this is A. SA by AK. A is the point which has internally divided the line SK into E is to 1. So SA by SA by AK is E is to 1. Now we have to divide it externally. So what we will do, you know how to do this. We have done it in the straight lines. So A dash, we are extending it now. So this SA dash, we have extended it. So first equation we have found out by internally dividing this line SK. Now we are dividing the line SK externally. So we have to go to A dash. We have extended it to A dash. So now SA dash divided by A dash K. SA dash by A dash K. Please remember, E is less than 1. You have to be very sure and confident about internally, externally dividing line. Then only you will be able to understand this. Externally, we have extended this SK line till A dash. Now this SA dash divided by A dash K is your E by 1. So we have two equations. SA equals EAK. I am cross multiplying it. And here we get SA dash equals E A dash K. We are just cross multiplying it. Okay. Now coming to this S. This is not a center. This is not a center. So we'll take a center between A and A dash. We have A and A dash. So I'll try to put one point or mark one point which is the center of this A dash. So one distance we take as A, one distance we take as A. So from C to A dash it will be A. The distance we assume it to be A. And this will be the center of the ellipse later on. And S will be the focus of the ellipse. And A dash will be the focus, will be the vertex of our going to be ellipse. So from here to here, I told you we divided this into two parts. C is the center, this is A and this is A dash. So let me write it. C A dash and this is CA dash, CA, they both are equal to A. So if you take A dash completely, it will be 2A. A dash is 2A. Now one more thing, what do you get? If you add CA dash plus CA, it's going to be 2A. If you add A dash S plus SA, this will also be equal to 2A, because ultimately you are going from A dash to A only, right? So A dash C, go up to A dash C, A dash to C, then C to A, 2A. So we are interested in finding out this point K, and we are going to find out the point S. Then we will use the definition. So first equation, I am adding equation 1, equation 2, SA and SA dash, I am adding it. SA and SA dash is going to be, let us take E common I am taking, it will be AK plus A dash K, AK plus A dash K. Now this SA and SA dash, I told you if you take A dash S and go up to SA, it will be A plus A, that will be 2A only from the figure construction. 2A is E. Now how about AK? AK we can write it as CK minus CA. AK will be this total CK, and you subtract CA from here. And then how about A dash K? A dash K will be A dash C plus CK. This A, I am talking about A dash K, you just add A dash C, come up to A dash from C, and then add CK. So A dash C plus CK. This CA and CA dash are equal, so we can cancel it. CK are 2CK, they are equal. So 2CK you can write. 2CK, 2 into E into CK you can write. It will be equal to 2A. So now just cancel this, you get CK equals A by E. So now keep this into your mind. We are going to use it. This point is A by E. Okay. Now coming to the second one. Now we want S or P or M, whichever point we get. So we are going to subtract 1 and 2. We have added in the first case. Now we are subtracting. So we are subtracting 1 from 2. That is SA dash minus SA equals E, take common. You have A dash K minus AK. So SA dash minus SA, A dash K minus AK. So A dash K total, and you subtract AK from here, you will get A dash A, and that is equal to 2A. Right, it's 2A only. So you have E into 2A. Now SA dash can be written as SC plus CA dash. This SC plus CA dash, C. SA dash, we are talking about SA dash. So you come from S to C and C to A dash. And then what about SA? SA can be written as CA minus CS. CA, if you subtract CS, it will be SA. So CA minus CS. So you get SC plus CA, add CA dash minus CA plus CS equals 2AE. Now this CA and CA dash are equal because they are A, and SC and CS are एक ही बात है, they are same. So 2CS equals 2AE, CS equals AE. Now CS is equal to AE. So S point is AE. From C, the distance of S is AE. From C, the distance of K is A by E. These two are very important result. Now we will use this result to form the equation of the ellipse. Right? We needed the focus. We needed the directrix, intersection of directrix point. So we have this center we took. Now let us take a line going from center, and this center we are assuming it to be 0, 0. Please remember, this is a very important assumption. This center we are taking it as 0, 0. So if I take center as 0, 0, this focus will be AE, 0, because the distance of the focus from the center is AE. Now what is the distance of this K? K from center, it's A by E, because we have taken the C as 0, 0, it will be A by E0. Now we have a point XY. Definition is the distance of this point from the line and distance of this point from the focus. The ratio should be E. Right? So I am saying that SP by PM equals E, eccentricity. E is less than 1. SP will be equal to EPM, square them, S square SP square equals E square PM square. Now let us take the distance. So SP is easy. So we'll use the distance formula, that is x minus AE whole square plus y minus 0 whole square. This will be equal to, now taking this distance, the line equation is A by E, that is x equals A by E is the line equation. X equals A by E is the line equation. But you don't have to worry about all this. See, I'll tell you a very easy method. See, this is 0, 0. From total C to K, or from C to the directrix, the distance is A by E. And this is xy. So from here to here, it's x. It's x. What will be this distance? It will be A by E minus x. A by E minus x, right? So now square, because we have already squared it, so only E square will be there, and we have to rearrange. The equation will be x square by A square plus y square by A square 1 minus E square. This is going to come when you just rearrange it, and this will be equal to 1. Now here the denominator of y square, this A square 1 minus E square, we are going to call it as B square. This will be B square, and the equation will be x square by A square plus y square by B square equals 1. This is B square will be A square 1 minus E square, and this is the final equation of an ellipse. Now if you want to find out x or y from this equation, y will be equal to plus minus b by a under root a square minus x square, and this will be x. If you want to find out x will be plus minus a by b under root b square minus a square, and this is true when the major axis is your x-axis. Now how do we know that this ellipse is actually going to be in the form of egg? How? We have already seen how we derive or proved the equation of the ellipse. We talked about one focus and one directrix. Now we will go a step forward, and we would like to talk and see how an ellipse will have two focus and two directrix. How this shape a figure will form. So this figure I am going to make again, so that just you can recall those things. You must have remembered we took one point S as focus, and then we made a line which is perpendicular to it, that is called a directrix. Then there is a point which is xy, and we call this perpendicular from this P point to this line is PM, and the distance of P from S. So we said that ratio of this point which is moving xy, so the distance of this P point from S and distance of this P point from this line, the ratio we took, and we finally found this equation. Here we saw that B square will be equal to A square 1 minus E square. This was our total equation. Now let me just extend it. I am saying that this point was A, which was the internal. We internally divided this SK in the ratio E is to 1. E is the eccentricity constant, which is less than 1 in the case of ellipse. S is the focus. We took A dash also, because we also divided the line SK in the ratio E is to 1 externally also. So this was A dash. Then we took A dash and A and took the center of this A dash, that is this C, and we called it as, let us take it as 0, 0, that C will be the origin. Then we found out the value of S, which is AE comma 0. We found out the value of K, also A by E comma 0. Now whatever is happening on the right hand side, let us see it on the left hand side. That is, we are going to take this XY axis is where center is the origin. Now we are taking one more point minus AE 0, and this I am taking as S dash. So CS dash will also be AE, CS will be AE. So from this A dash we are dropping a line or making a line which is perpendicular to this line. So this line is actually will be a directrix only. So now the distance of this P point from the focus and from the directrix. Now same point, if we take the distance of this point from this S dash, and again the distance of this P point from another line. So if I am saying PM dash, M dash is a point when we drop a perpendicular from P to this another line, and then we have a point S dash which we assumed. So this PM dash is the perpendicular from P to this line, Z dash, K dash. You can see that there is a line proper perpendicular distance, and same way we have extended this line. So this S dash, PM dash is perpendicular to Z dash, and this Z dash, K dash is also perpendicular to CK dash. So, or you can say the line which is passing through C is perpendicular to the line which we made perpendicular to it, Z dash, K dash. These are perpendicular, 90 degree. Okay. So we have CK dash perpendicular to Z dash, K dash. So now this PM dash, what is the length of this PM dash? If I drop a perpendicular here, so I'm just saying this as N. So what is this NK dash? This PM dash is NK dash. So how can we find that this distance? If we can prove the distance of this point from S dash P and distance of this P from this M dash, if the ratio is equal to E:1, then we can say easily that there is one more focus, there is one more directrix, right? So by the definition we can easily say that this, if it happens for one, it can happen for the other also, because the only thing is the point has to have a distance from a focus, distance from the line, and the ratio should be equal to E:1. That is what is the whole story is all about. So we have an equation here, x square by a square plus y square by b square equals 1. So let me write it again. Y square and y square by b square. I am writing b square as a square 1 minus e square equals 1. Multiply both sides by a square into 1 minus e square. Multiply both sides by a square 1 minus e square. What do you get? X square. Here you will get 1 minus e square. Here you won't get anything, only y square. And here a square 1 minus e square. Okay. So this will be x square minus x square e square plus y square equals a square minus a square e square. Now I am taking a square e square. I am interchanging a square e square and x square e square. So this will be x square plus y square. I am taking a square e square on the left hand side, and this a square remains, y square on the right hand side. No, x square e square on the right hand side. E square x square, right? So now add both sides 2aex. I am by myself adding 2aex on both the sides. 2aex on both the sides. So if you see here, x square, 2ax and a square e square. What is this? This is x plus ae whole square. If you open this square, it will be only that one, and then y square only. Then you have this a square. This is again a plus ex whole square. If you open a plus ex square, ex as whole square, you'll get the same equation which you see above. Now this x plus ae whole square plus y square, you can write it as y minus 0 square. So x plus ae whole square plus y minus 0 whole square, or you can write x minus of minus ae. X plus ae I have written, x minus of minus ae also you can write. And I am taking e square common from the right hand side. So you get x plus a by e whole square. I am taking e square common or outside. So now what is this distance? This distance is distance of xy from minus ae and 0. If I take distance of x from minus a, xy from minus a 0, x minus plus, that is x plus ae whole square plus y square, and this is the distance. This is only p s dash. So since it's not under root, we are making it a square. This is, you can say p s dash or s dash p whole square equals an e square. What is this? X plus a. What is this x plus a? From here to here, that is from here to here, it's x. That we know because there is x y point. From here to here, I told you same distance. So this a, this on both sides we have a. So from center to k dash, it will be a by e. It's symmetric. So this is a by e. So x, this x, and ae. What is the distance? It is the distance pm dash only. This pm dash only. So x plus ae can be written as pm, and since it's square, you can write it as square. So let me write it s dash p, and I'm taking both sides under root. S dash p equals e pm dash, that is s dash p by pm dash equals e is to 1. That is distance of p from s dash equals e into distance of p, that is the point locus, from z dash k dash. And this is what is s dash p by pm dash equal e is to 1. That is the definition. That is the definition of an ellipse. That is the only definition of ellipse. That means it's very clear. That is very clear that one curve was already being made. But now we are getting another points also which are following the same relationship that we have devised for an ellipse, a conic section. Don't go on my handwriting and diagram. It's not so good. Okay, so s dash is minus a comma 0 is the second focus. First focus is ae comma 0. So these are two focus. One directrix is d1, one is 2d2. So x equals minus a by e is the second directrix. So we proved that there are two focus, two directrix. Now let us take the different parameters of an ellipse. Let me start with the vertices. Vertices means the point which we showed you at that time, a and a dash. That is where the curve meets the line joining the foci s and s dash are called the vertices of the ellipses. So this is vertex. One is vertex. When you take more than one, they are called as vertices. So this was 0, 0 as we assume. This a will be a comma 0, and then a dash will be minus a comma 0. I am talking about an horizontal vertex. I am talking about horizontal this ellipse. Okay. So major and minor axis now. Major and minor axis. So x square by a square plus y square by b square equals 1, where this a stands greater than b. When a will be less than b, it will not be this will not be horizontal ellipse, it will be vertical ellipse. So the major axis, this was a, from here to here it was a, from here to here it's also a, and this was b, and this is also b. So what is the major axis? A plus a, 2a. Major axis length is 2a. And what about minor axis? It's b and b, 2b. 2b is the length of the minor axis. So two more things will come: semi-major axis, semi-minor axis. Just divided by 2. That is half of this, half of the axis. So major axis, if semi-major will be 2a by 2, that is a. Semi-minor will be 2b by 2, that is b. Now coming to foci. Let me write it as foci because it is not focus, 2 is there. So foci we have already seen s and s dash. This was minus ae 0 and this was ae comma 0. So this focus will be ae, first will be ae comma 0, s dash will be minus ae comma 0. Then we have directrices. These are two directrices. This is d1, this is d2. So what will be d1? d1 is x equals a by e, as we have seen earlier, and so this d1 will be a by e, d2 will be minus a by e. So d1 will be x equals a by e, that is the equation. d2 will be x, this is minus a by e. So we have minus a by e 0, this is the coordinate. So x equals minus a by e. This is the directrices. Center will be 0, 0 for this particular case, because when center will not be 0, 0, then also we will talk what we are going to do about that. Okay. See, what is the eccentricity? Center is of course 0, 0. Eccentricity. see this eccentricity, let me take it from this equation only. So we told that we saw b square equals a square 1 minus c square. So I can write this if we want to find out the eccentricity of this ellipse, this horizontal ellipse. So we have b square equals a square 1 minus c square, b square equals a square 1 minus c square. So b square by a square equals 1 minus e square. This will be e square equals 1 minus b square by a square. So e square will be, now this b this can you can write as 4b square 4a square. I'm dividing both, dividing by 4. So this 4b square can be written as 2b square, 2a square can be written as, this 2a square is 4a square. So 2b by 2a I have written. So eccentricity is what? 1 under root 1 minus 2b was what? 2b was major axis. 2b was major axis. And this minor axis. This is minor axis square. Right? So this is all done, all the parts. Now two things we need to understand more. Ordinate, double ordinate and latest rectum. So if you drop a line, or if you make a line which is parallel to the y-axis, it will cut the parabola in two parts, 2 points. So x will remain same, y will change. Y will change. So what is y? These two y's are double ordinate. So these two y's are double ordinate. So if this is focus AE comma 0, the x will be AE. Why I don't know. We know that x will be AE because you see from 0 0 to AE comma 0. I'm making it at focus because the line which is passing through the focus will be latest rectum. That will be latest rectum. We'll have direct formula. So x square by a square plus y square by b square equals 1. So in place of x, we'll write AE. We know AE because it is passing through focus parallel to y-axis. So x as AE put, y we don't know. You can put as SL or you can put as y also. So you have y square by b square equals 1. So what do you get? Y square. I'm just rearranging it. Y square will be equal to b square 1 minus e square. Okay. And this 1 y square will be b square by a square 1 minus c square, because we know b square was we already saw b square equals a square 1 minus c square. So 1 minus c square you can write it as b square by a square. So I am writing 1 minus c square as b square by a square. So this will be b raised to the power 4 a square, and take the root here, b square by a square. So you get b square and then a. This is b square by a. So what is the length from here to here? It's b square by a. So this y or SL is b square by a, or this is half of the length. How about full length? Latest rectum is the full length. B square by a plus b square by a, or you can say b square by a into 2. So length of the latest rectum, a line which is passing through the focus, cutting 2 points on the ellipse and parallel to axis, 2 into b square by a. This is the length of the latest rectum. You can always write this you know that b square can be written as a square 1 minus c square. So you can write b square as a square 1 minus c square. 1a will cancel. So 2a 1 minus c square. And there is one more thing, which is the focal distance. Focal distance is nothing but the distance of any point on the ellipse from its foci are known as its focus distance. Focal distance. So you take any point, the distance of this point from focus 1 and distance of this point from focus 2. We are talking about focal distances. Focal distance simply means, let me tell you again, this focal distances is the distance of any point on the ellipse from its foci, that is 2 focuses, are known as its focal distances. So this f1, f2, this is d1, d2. This d1, d2 are nothing but focal distances, right? d1, d2 are focal distances. So you just have to find out distance of xy from AE0, the distance from xy minus AE0. So let me add few more things here. There are 2 types of ellipse. One is the horizontal ellipse, one is the vertical ellipse. So we have all talked about horizontal ellipse. So what will be the changes when we draw a vertical ellipse? So this is an ellipse. This is x-axis. And then when we make a vertical axis, the major axis will be on the y-axis rather than on the x-axis. In horizontal ellipse, the major axis is on x-axis. Again, my handwriting and my drawing is not very good, so just excuse for that. So we have x square by a square plus y square by b square equal 1, and vertical it will be x square by a square plus y square by a square plus x square by b square equal 1. So you just remember that there will be a and b and x and y are shifting places. The vertex of the horizontal axis was what? Minus a comma 0 and a comma 0, a comma 0 minus a comma 0. Now the vertex of this will be 0 comma a, and this will be, because the axis we have changed. So x will become y will become x, right? There will be only this change. So focus is ae comma 0 and minus ae comma 0. If you remember, ae comma 0 and minus ae comma 0. And same thing. In many books it's given like this, so I've just taken it. Here, this will be 0 comma ae, and this second focus will be 0 comma minus ae. And co-vertices, these 2 points, co-vertices. So there is one more thing. We always thought that the center will be at C0, 0, but it's not the case. The ellipse can be in any orientation, any direction. It can be like this. What will you do? If the center is x, center is not 0, 0, but rather h and k, so we have to change our equations, our results. So if you have h and k, so x minus h whole square, y minus k whole square, that will remain. Same thing, x and y will become x minus h, y minus k. So when we are talking about horizontal, the things will change on the x-axis. So vertices will be h plus a, foci will be h plus c, second vertex will be h minus a, second focus will be h minus c. So you are adding and subtracting from the x-axis. On vertical, now the y-axis is the major axis. So everything will be done on k. So k plus a, k minus a, k plus c, k minus c. That is k plus ae, k minus ae. And co-vertices are on the opposite axis. So whatever you do at h, you will do at y, or h at k. Whatever you do at k, you will do at h. So this is all about this ellipse. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself.